call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, David.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice. By the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They'll send out the kicker here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
More to the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, 1st drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. On the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Peoples. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw move.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Whittington. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. One of the great programs in the history history of the sport sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is running away with this one. We haven't seen this type of giddy-up from Bill the GOAT in an awful long time. They're up by 21 over Cal. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Moore to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. The throw. The short hands. It's Moore. At the 40, there he goes.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Third down play from the gun. He hurls one deep down the left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it, man.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. He'll take another shot here. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Clear! Clear! Check, check! Check!
The run to the left. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, giving 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. The short hands, it's Hughes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up by 32 over Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Reads and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The give on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks have this offense rolling. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Hughes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Moore will throw. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All out of space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got a man. It's Benson. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moore to the air. The quick out. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He caught it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Duke. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Ducks. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Sayin. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.